Okay, time for number formation and handwriting. So we'll start with the number booklet, if you get that one ready. Okay. Now, remember to go over anything you found tricky. So like the zeros, make sure you go around carefully. Remember, take your time. It really isn't a race. And your number ones, if you had to do any of them again, they should all be very, very straight. And look like you've taken a long time. Not go rush. Okay, so make sure. So if there's any of those you need to do, might be worth everybody having a go at doing some number twos. So curve over like the swan's head, diagonal down, horizontal, okay. It's like a hook, swan's head, straight diagonal neck, horizontal straight line there. So just take your time. These ones might need lots and lots of practice. And it's better to do, say, 5 really, really careful ones than lots and lots of rushy ones. Alright? But when you're ready, we'll go on to the number 3. Alright? So if you look at number 3, it's like the number 2, isn't it? You curve in, but you have to do 2 curves. And it's important you make sure it's the right way. So just take your time tracing over them. So it's like 2 curves, alright? Take your time. And again, I would rather see you do 5 really careful ones than rush and spoil it, because it's handwriting practice. Oh, carefully, I've done those. They look good, don't they? Right, pause it while you have a go at doing some of your numbers, and then we'll go on to the long ladder letters. Okay, so when you're ready, again, we'll just look through this booklet, and if there's any of these letters you need to practice, pause it and practice those ones. So like your make sure it's nice and straight down. You don't want like the leaning tower of so it looks a bit on its side, alright? It's a bit poorly, that one. So you've got to keep it straight down, alright? And if you need to practice some of those, take your time, do 5 or 6 of those. Same with the Can we do it up here this time? So remember, like the straight down and a flick, but you take your pencil off, and you do the dot at the top, the tittle. Alright, just take your time. And remember, no footballs, okay? Because that's not what you do in handwriting. Just a dot. I did that wrong. Did you notice what I did? I did the tittle first, didn't I? Which, look, made the go lower. So that's another thing you mustn't do. So, straight down, flick, and the tittle. And then the I saw some brilliant ones, by the way, in your handwriting. Can really see you getting it. So straight down, and just a little hook. Don't go right round. And then remember to go across. And this side is longer than that side. Looks like a and an but you put across. Alright, so take your time. If you need to practice that one again. Alright. Now, let's be naughty and just miss out the letter J, the J first, because that one goes in a different direction to the other. So we'll do that one at the end rather than now. So we're going to go on to the letter U, the because when you do an and you start at the top and come straight back down, you look like you've done the and the I and the T first. Alright, so let's have a look at that. So it says, to write the letter U or the start at the top, go straight down the ladder, curve, go back up, come straight back down again, and flick. So actually, it's like we're doing 2 L's or I or T, isn't it? So if we have a look on this one down here in the middle, So watch, start at the top, like you're going to come all the way down like a but you keep going and you go up, and then you come down and do another one. Look, this is actually a isn't it? Or an I. Can you see that? So it's like you've joined two of them together, really. So take your time. That's it. Take your time. Can you see how straight I'm trying to make them? Trying not to make them all wobbly. So, can you do those for me? I'll pause this bit. And then when you're ready, go on to do it on the line. Now, I have to say, I can see on every person's that the first letter they do on this line, compared to what happens down here, you can see big improvements. So, well done, Puffins. So let's see if I can do it on the line. So I'm gonna start at the top, come straight down. Gonna look like I'm gonna do the flick, but I'm gonna keep going up, straight back down, and flick. Now the challenge is, can I get the next one the same height? Yep. Right, so if you want to practice some of those, you can. Remember, take your time. And when you've done those, can you fit the into these words? Can you see it's the same height as these letters? So it's not at all, it's got no ascenders, it's got no descenders, it's just a normal size letter. Right, you finish those and then we'll read them, okay? Right, when you're ready, we'll have a look at reading these. Remember, because we are doing number formation and we're revising things we've already done, it might be a bit longer, this handwriting session, so make sure you do, I don't know, some Go Noodles to break it up, go and play for a bit and then come back, because you don't want to ruin your handwriting just to try and do it all at once. So you take the breaks that you need to. Right, I think you should be able to read these words very quickly. Let's go. Cup, cup, this one. Sun, this one. Bus, this one. Mug. Tab. Oh, I'd like to be in that now. We have one of these, I think. Oh, that'd be nice. Right, go and read this one. Bun. Right, we'll just practice a couple of words on the whiteboard to finish. So I'm just going to put the cog family on here first. So you could do it if you wanted. Got your ka. And your oh, you should be getting experts at these now, shouldn't you? Your d. Remember, the D has got an ascender, so it's taller than the rest. Now the g, just make sure that the g sits on the line there, but the kind of hooky bit goes underneath. So that bit mustn't be on the line if you're using lines, alright? And then the qua. Alright, if there's any of those that you still find tricky, practice those for a little bit. And I'm just going to put the long ladder ones on the end. It's got the l, same height as the d. The I, that's the same height as those. And then I'll do the tittle. And then the t is the height of the tittle. Look. And the straight across is the same height as those. And then the one we just did, the U. Alright, so if there's any of those you find tricky, practice those again. And we're just going to do two words together to finish off. The first one is dug. Like you have dug a hole. So say dug and phoning fingers. Dug, d, g, dug. How many phonemes? 3. So we need, first one is d. Take your time. And flick. And then the is the same height, look, as like the belly of the d. So down, and then up again, and down, and a flick on the line. And then the g for dug. make sure the hook bit goes under the line. And the last word we'll finish with is cut. Use a pair of scissors to cut. So here we go. Cut. Say it. Cut. Cut. How many phonemes? 3. Right. Leave a space. So k. Same height as the k. Make sure you flick on the line. And then the t. Remember it's taller than those, but not as tall as a l. So straight down. Curve and the line across. Okay? Right. See you later.